Today I want to chat with you about something super important: singing with confidence. Hey divas! So in today's video, I wanted to have a bit of a little chit chat with you to just talk about the subject on confidence while you sing, or whether you're performing on stage, speaking, the confidence when you're dealing with a crowd. And look, we've all been there where you're standing in front of all of these people and you feel those butterflies going crazy in your tummy. Then you're bombarded by these thoughts in your mind about whether you sound good enough or what people are going to think if you mess up your songs. It can be a real whirlwind that you're going through mentally that people might not notice on the outside, but on the inside, you know what's really going on here and in here. This is something so common where we start to doubt ourselves. We start to doubt if we sound good enough or if we'll be able to handle the performance from beginning to end without any mistakes. So I found that confidence is really the secret ingredient, or a portrayal of confidence rather. That is the secret ingredient to taking your performance from something just good or okay, mediocre, to something great, something unforgettable. So first things first, let's talk mindset. Confidence isn't necessarily about being perfect, but it's about embracing your own uniqueness, your own style, owning it in the way that you come across. You want to embrace your voice, your way, your method of performing. And so, what if you mess up a note? You'll find most of the time that the general crowd doesn't always hear, and those people that do don't really care, they don't really notice. What you want to do is set your mind ahead of time that if or when that does happen, you're just going to keep on going and trust that nobody will really notice. I think how you come back from a fall, from a mistake, hopefully it's not a literal fall on stage, but how you come back from that really determines the way that the rest of your performance will go and how the crowd is going to respond to you. So, for example, let's say you do make a mistake on stage. You can either just brush it off and keep on going, complete your performance and enjoy it, or you could give off the persona on stage like, oh no, I've messed up my entire performance. Have your, head looking towards the floor, or it shows in your demeanor. Maybe your posture then starts to fall down again, or some people downright just run off the stage. Compare those two outcomes. Which one would you prefer? Obviously, the audience is going to pick up if you suddenly become downcast and lose your confidence doing a performance after you've just made that mistake, as compared to if you have to just kind of brush it off and keep on going. That's going to make or break your performance. Next up, practice, practice, practice. The more you rehearse whatever song and dance kind of thing you're going to do, the more confident that you will feel before you actually go out onto stage. This is something you definitely want to do before it's showtime. So some easy things you could do would be like to sing in front of a mirror, record yourself and play those recordings back to analyze your voice, training your ear to hear for those mistakes, work on those mistakes. Heck, you can even serenade your pet if you want to. However you choose to do it, just make sure you get lots of that practice and that rehearsal in behind the scenes before your actual performance. The whole point of this is to really get comfortable with your voice. And remember, it's not just about hitting those high notes. Confidence also comes from knowing your material inside and out. So you really want to study those lyrics, understand the emotions that are being conveyed in the song, the way in which you want it to be conveyed on the stage. And that really just sets you up to shine when you're there. Your audience will really start to see your passion then coming through. Now, on that note of passion, let's talk about body language, because this is something very key that your audience can pick up on. You want to stand tall, have your shoulders back. I'm always talking about nice, good singing posture on this channel, with your booty a little bit out, but not too out where you look ridiculous. You just want to have a good stance with some nice, tall posture. You want to keep your shoulders back and also make eye contact with your audience. Believe me when I tell you, a confident stance, as in having good posture, can make a world of difference to how the audience perceives you being on the stage, your overall body language. Now, if you would like to go even further on your singing journey, I encourage you to check out the beautiful course that I have put together for you. It's called Learn How to Sing, Vocal Training, and it takes you through all the way from beginner to intermediate and then to advanced level vocal training. So you will benefit no matter which level of vocal ability you may be at. You can really transform your vocals and build your self-esteem. Details in the description box below. And last but not least, you want to surround yourself with really positive and supportive people, your biggest cheerleaders. You want to seek out positive people, positive, supportive friends and mentors that really believe in you and believe in your talent. You want people around you that are going to be cheering on for you every step of the way. Their encouragement can be the fire that really keeps your confidence burning bright. You're going to need that when you are doing this maybe for a living, or even if it's part-time, even if you're just doing it as a hobby. You want to have that positive upliftment, that encouragement, if this is going to be something that you're doing on the regular. Now, bear in mind that the converse of this is also true. Just to share a little bit with you from my experience, over the years, I've had so many people say and do really discouraging things. And thankfully, I didn't allow that to dampen my light. I eventually found my way. But this was something I had to learn the hard way. I've had plenty of people, comment on different things when I would do a performance, or I'd just be singing at church for a Sunday service, and people, would have things to say about my weight or my makeup, how my hair was done that day, the clothing I'm wearing, like the most superficial things, actually nothing to do with my actual voice. Thankfully for that, I've never had anything bad said about my singing voice, but you get these other kind of sideline comments that can really be a discouragement to you, and even people in your close circle that might think what you're doing is silly, or you're not going to get anything from it. See, these type of people and that kind of discouragement is something you really want to avoid at all costs, even if it could possibly be people that you may not be able to cut out of your life completely, like family members and that kind of thing. You want to at least be mindful of those type of people and not allow them too much into your close circle, like your close circle of people that you open up your heart to. Unfortunately, look, in this world we are going to have to deal with those type of people, but you do have control over who you trust and who you let into your heart at the end of the day. So that is what I would encourage you to do. Even if you need to visualize like a little protective bubble around yourself, sometimes when you're around people like that and those kinds of comments, you do what you have to do and just be on your guard for that. For the majority of the time, you want to surround yourself with those people that are going to be feeding you positive words and positive encouragement, because at the end of the day, that is what you need more of to feel uplifted and confident, especially when you're going to be going out on stage. So my advice there is to just guard your heart and the people around you. Be wary of that and be wise. With the right mindset, practice, preparation, and support system, you will be singing confidently in no time. Thanks for hanging out with me, my beautiful divas. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already for more tips and inspiration. I hope you keep shining and singing your heart out. I don't want you to miss a thing. So tap the little bell icon if you want to be notified of every time I upload something new, and that way you'll never miss an upcoming video. In the comment section, go ahead and share with us any of your tips for confidence, or maybe you want to share some of your good and or bad experiences, and we can all share and learn from each other. I love hearing from all of you. In my next video, we're going to be talking about hitting those high notes with power. So I know you'll definitely want to join me for that one. I will see you there in that next video. And until then, my beautiful divas, stay awesome.